about this, what you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
Now, here is Russell. Towns down low. He's against Morris. And good that time.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And stolen by Prince. He dishes it to Russell. Back to Prince. Towns, the screen. Out to Edwards. Stolen by George. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. First quarter, just over a minute played. Up top, Russell, covered by Wall. Here's Edwards, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards kicks to Russell. Sinks the triple.
No hesitation as D'Angelo Russell, someone who does not lack confidence.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Clippers with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota. And George gets it to go.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
Russell looking it over. The kick out to Town. No good with the triple. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 2.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Now, here is Russell. Prince in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Sure. Here he goes. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 1:33 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Now Russell. Paul George missing from long range. Gobert dishes to Russell. Back to Gobert. The kick out to Town. Into the lane. Lays it up off the glass. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Here's Wall, and he banks in the layup.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Minnesota leading by 5. Here is Edwards. 6 points for him. The kick out to Towns. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards finds Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
George with the screen on Russell. Outside for George. Takes it off the glass. George has got 5 points so far.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Russell kicks to Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the and-one opportunity.
Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
Clippers trail by 10. All with it. He's picked up by Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
So crafty on the drive. When Wall is in attack mode, he really puts a ton of pressure on the D.
Minnesota with the ball. And here's Russell. Edwards looking it over. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Outside Leonard. Outside for George. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 8 points.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Towns, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Now here's Towns. Over Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Outside Leonard, the three. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
Now, here is Russell. Out to Edwards. Stolen by George. The pass to Morris. Prince with the defensive effort.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
He's getting his first free throw attempt for the game here. Timberwolves leading by 9. And he drives in. Outside Edwards. To the left side wing. Clock at 6.
Minnesota foul. Carl Anthony Towns. First personal foul.
Clippers trail by 9. Pass to George. 1:05 left in the second quarter. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. Leonard with the steal. And a deep 3 from George. That one doesn't drop. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Russell. Up and in on the layup. Russell's got 6.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
Morris with a screen on Edwards. And a deep 3 from George. Morris with the bucket.
And that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Russell with it. He's got 6. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. There's Russell with the 3. Second chance shot. And we finish one half of basketball. All right, Dave, thank you. And
32. The Clippers. 26.
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
McDaniels is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's McLaughlin into the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Jackson. Covington setting the pick for Jackson. Oh, Covington in position. One-on-one here. Passes to Noel. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Reed. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Jackson misses. The Timberwolves shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Pass to Noel. The pass to McDaniels. Here's Noel. Back to McDaniel. McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels. The turnaround Jay. Batum gets a hand on it.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 10. Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he gets it to go.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's McLaughlin. To the middle. Here's Reed, and he goes in for the dunk.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Jackson. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Passes it to Reed. Batum gets a hand on it. Outside Covington. Jackson finds Covington. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good to see Covington get in there and challenge the defense.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Now we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Yeah, easy call.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Now here's Jackson. And the layup falls. Jackson's got his second basket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Here's Noel. To the left wing. To the inside. Batum with the steal. Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. There's Jackson with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Jackson's got 7.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Taken away. Outside Jackson. Covington finds Batum. Inside. Here's Jackson. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 3.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. Out to Russell. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Zubac. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
George looking around. And the three off target. Towns with it. Guarded now by Morris. Out to Russell. He feeds it to Prince. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Ball against Russell. Pass to Morris. Now here is George. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Edwards. Out to Russell. 3-pointer. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked with the team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Russell kicks to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And you see Big Cat, it has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Ball passes to George. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. .44 left in the fourth. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Now the feed to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
On the wing, Morris. In the corner, George with it. Morris with the screen for George. They get it back, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
1:05 left in the game. Ball against Russell. Prince outside. Outside Russell. Towns in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Back to Russell. Gobert trying to get open.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
Outside Towns. And he's good on the 3 ball. And now it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Wall against Russell. Money!
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Kicks it out to Prince. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job.
sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point.
First team foul.
Leonard outside. The three is up. Stolen by Ayton. Now Paul. With the drive. Outside Booker. From behind the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And the basket by Leonard.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Pass to Bridges. Down low. Zubats with the steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Here's Paul. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get your better scores some easy looks so they can start to establish themselves.
Now here's Wall. George outside. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. And that one hits the back iron. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Zubats with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wall, no good. The Suns leading. Stolen by Wall. Pass to George. Pulls up. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Booker. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's a three from Paul. Connects from downtown. Paul's got 5 points.
What focus on the range shot by Chris, not letting anything throw him off.
And he's going for the oop here. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Now here's Booker. No good on the triple. George against Crowder. The kick out to Wall. Morris passes to Wall. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. He buries it from 3.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to George. The shot comes out. Booker with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Paul finds Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Wall with it. Now quiet so far offensively.
Sweet move.
My goodness.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Paul passes to Booker. Shoots over George. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Paul. Booker's got 7 points in the game. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns ahead, up 7. Stay with us now as we get set to bring... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Here's George. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
George with a steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Outside Paul. Shoots over Wall. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. Over George. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. George has got 5.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Paul against Wall. 17-foot shot on the way. Jump shot is good that time. 9 points in the game.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
For 3, George sinks the tray.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Wall against Paul. Shoots over Wall. It's rebounded by Zubats.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
Left side Wall. George outside. Inside. Stolen by Ayton. Right side Paul. Here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Over Leonard. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 3. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Let's go with a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
Shooting while in rhythm. This is Booker's game. He's out here to score.
Wall on the attack. And the big finish by Wall.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Here's Paul. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. Shot clock at 6. Crowder. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. One minute left in the second period. 6 to shoot. Pass to Aiden. Second chance effort. Tries yet again. Crowder against Morris. George with a steal. Stolen by Bridges. And Booker puts up a deep three. 29 seconds left to play in the half. The three from Ayton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Poke loose. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges finds Paul. Back to Bridges. Fires from deep. No good there. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Leonard for three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we're through
The Clippers, 20.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Payne against Jackson. And here's Sharic for three. And the Suns get another three.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Jackson down low, defended by Payne. He can't hit that time. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Up top, Johnson, covered by Covington. Johnson passes to Craig. Johnson inside, working on Covington. Johnson with a bucket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
The Clippers shooting a nice 50% for the game. Batum, left side. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Batum's got his first 2 points.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Pass to Shaman. Batum against Sharic. Here's Shamet. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 10.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Jackson. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Jackson.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
It's Shamet on the wing. Back to Payne. Clock at 6. He can't get it to go, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Jackson on the wing. Back to Kennard. Outside Covington. Pass to Kennard. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
The shot by Johnson, no good. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Launches it, and Kennard with the 3. And now just a 3-point Suns lead.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
To the middle. That's good from Craig on the assist by Payne. Craig's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Craig, good. Craig's got 7. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Jackson outside. Kennard outside. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Phoenix has got 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Šarić. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And now a 7-point Suns lead. Here's Jackson. He's got 6. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
At the line for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson.
And that one falls for Jackson. Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead, leading by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. George, it's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Ball against Wall. Right side Booker. Ayton with a screen. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Clippers.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bridges. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Morris, a screen on Booker. For 3, George. The shot off that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And that one's good. Paul.
This is the leadership you get with Chris Paul. Looking aggressive, taking these quick shots.
And here's Wall. To the inside. Stolen by Bridges. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Ball against Paul. The crossover. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. A shot from the high post. And another basket for Phoenix.
Love watching Chris work in that mid-range area. Does a great job of carving out space for his shot.
Booker against George. Driving to the basket. And the jam by George.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Booker against George. Crowder pass to Booker. Now Paul. Outside Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot. And here's Crowder from the arc. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers trail. 1:29 left in the game. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It goes on Chris Paul.
Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the fourth. Jackson against Paul.
And at the line, Paul looks cool and collected, like there isn't a lot riding on this trip.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
In a close game, every point matters. Terrific focus at the line there to help them keep pace.
George outside. Takes it inside, and Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Bridges. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And here comes the break. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. There's 39 seconds left in the game. Ball against Jackson. Back to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, at the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
Allie, thank you. Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now Los Angeles with it.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
George against Paul. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor.
So the Suns win it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but
And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And the dunk by Jackson.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say John Morant.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Morant surveying the D. And Morant throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the score by Memphis.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now here's Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Morant with some nice D. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Morant against Jackson. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now here's Morant. Now the pass to Bing. The steal. And Adams now top of the key. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside for Jackson. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers in the lead. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. No good from outside. Morant against George. Jackson dishes to Morant. And then Morant traps it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Teron Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. And so we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Thank you, David.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2020,
I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
what a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring, and yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
George looking over the floor. from downtown. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Here's Jackson. Pass to George. Over Brooks. Misses off the left iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Kept alive. Adams. And they take the lead.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
From deep, George. He got it up. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Leonard, no luck.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Deflects the pass. Leonard with the steal. George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Leonard on the wing. Stolen by Brooks. Morant drives in. Paul George with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. George has got the ball. That shot no good.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. John Wall's checked in for the Clippers. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac's a screen on Bain. And it's George missing. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Outside, Wall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
And it's Morant missing.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, the claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Morant against Leonard. Outside, Bain. And he slams it one-handed.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
George, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Hard to guard that. Morant really testing the limitations of his shooting there. But hey, he nailed it.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 7. And Adams sends it back. Morant finds Brooks. He's to the hoop. Bain passes to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Looking to end the run. And the rejection by Morant. Brooks with it. George picks him up. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Morant. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
The kick out to Wall. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Morant passes to Adams. He gets that one. Adams has got his second bucket.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Wall, and he uses the glass on the layup.
John Wall is assertive when he touches the paint. This guy always capable of doing damage inside.
Leonard against Morant. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. Leonard with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. With the drive, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
For Los Angeles, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with. And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
George sets a screen for Wall. Outside, George. And they get it back. And so we conclude the first half. Grizzlies lead by 11. That checks down is thank you, David, and we'll be back after. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Jones. Lobbed up there for Clark. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Jackson. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, 2 things working in Batum's favor right there. He's got a great sense for positioning. He's also got size and length.
Outside, Jones launches it, knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Covington kicks to Jackson. Jackson deciding where to go with it.
Boy, so quick on the drive. Reggie Jackson just so terrific keeping his balance.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
You want to test this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Jones against Jackson. Green kicks to Jones. Lobbed up there for Clark. Batum with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside, Jones shoots it. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. There's the pass to Conchar. Memphis moving that ball around. From the arc. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And the rejection by Clark. Jones looking for an opening. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
This is his sweet spot. Reggie Jackson, when he puts it on the deck, he is quite comfortable.
From deep. The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
A 3 from Leonard. No good there. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Morant.
Oh. You got to be kidding.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Outside, George to the middle. Here's Morris. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis leading by 9. Adams outside. Back to Bain. Brooks outside. Out to Morant. Driving inside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. The 3 from George. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
Here's Morant. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. And there's the feed to George. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Morant outside. It's Brooks on the wing. Five on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. There's Jackson with the 3.
Boy, how about the hustle from Marcus Morris getting into the space of the shooter? That's nice.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Jackson, a screen on Leonard. Morant drives in.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Outside, Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Grant, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Leonard over Brooks. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Kawhi Leonard. Outside, Payne. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Payne's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice double pump finish there. Strictly for the fans.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Leonard kicks the wall. And Jones sends it back. It's deflected. Paul George with the steal. He takes it in. It's not going to go for him. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. They've led by as many as 14 points. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Here's Bain. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage. He goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
And here's George for three. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jones against Wall. They double him with Wall. And it's Brooks in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. For three. It's hauled in by George. And here's Leonard from three. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George missing again.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more.
star space.
Thanks for spending your Friday, and as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Wall, out to Leonard. Ooh, drains the 19-footer.
If you want to study how to work the mid-range area, just watch Leonard. Precise in everything he does.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns for 3. He drops it from range.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Wall against Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. Paul George pulls down the board. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goal, 40% three, and 80% free throw. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Here's Russell after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Towns. Oh, George with a steal. Morris with it. Towns covering. Wall gets the bucket.
And he's got great length for a point guard, and Wall repeatedly is able to do damage inside because of it.
Outside Edwards. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Zubats. Back to Wall. Kicks it to George. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Count that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. He's not there.
Now here's Wall. Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Russell. To the wing on the left. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Prince. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Edwards. And that one's long.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Pass to Leonard. Good work defensively by Towns.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Edwards with it. On the tip. Oh, my! Throw it down!
Awesome. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
To the wing, right side, and stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Left side wall, pass to Leonard. Now George, and the jam by George.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Now here's Edwards. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Leonard on the wing. Pass to Morris. 4 seconds left. Unable to get that one.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's George. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
The Clippers trail. George outside. The kick out to Wall. Deflected by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. And here are the Timberwolves. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. From the arc. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
For 3, George drains the triple. George has got 5 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Russell. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Towns passes to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Back to Towns. Lets it go from the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 7 points in the game.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Leonard's got room. Gets a very good look and converts. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Left side, Russell. Outside, Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
And Minnesota has possession. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Leonard passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Morris. And it's now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Prince. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Leonard outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
John Wall, second personal foul.
Here's Towns. He's got 5. Going inside. An easy 2 on the layup. Towns has got 7 points.
Towns is especially dangerous when he's cutting to the rim like this. Really good mobility for a big guy.
George outside. 1:03 left in the half. Morris passes to George. Tries again. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to Towns. Russell against Wall. Towns for 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over 40% from 3.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Lets the 3 fly. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
On the court for... Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out!
Big finish.
Well, it takes elevation to finish like Wall here, and that's not a dunk that just anybody can pull off. You got to have some special ability to do that.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. To the left side wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Now here's Jackson. Powell outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And so Powell nails them both.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Anderson. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Noel. Off target from outside.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
For three, Powell. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. McDaniels passes to Anderson. Reed with it. Back to Anderson. And stolen by Covington. It's a one-on-one situation for the lead. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Anderson can't get it to go.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Kennard can't get it to go.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
To the paint. A slam dunk by Reed.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
That one's no good. Minnesota has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Noel, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
It's both from the stripe. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Kicks it out to Anderson. Outside McDaniels. Driving in. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Powell passes to Batum. Kennard on the wing. For the lead. Batum controls the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Noel. Outside, Anderson. Shot is up. Off the left rim and out. Here's Covington, and the jam by Covington.
Covington is just so quick, leaving the defense well behind him, actually in the dust as he gets down the court.
Here's Anderson. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. We're at the end of the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. George outside. There's the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
George, a screen on Russell. Oh, there's the alley. Wall, the pass to George. Puts it up from 15. And again, it's the Clippers.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Wall against Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Down low. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist from Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Morris, a screen on Edwards. George for 3. That doesn't go either for George. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting is around 55% so far. Out left to the wing. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Morris finds Leonard. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
When you need to double clutch to get the shot off, you know the probability is low.
Now Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
George passes to Morris. Kicks it to George. This one for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Morris. Pass to Wall. Back to Morris. And here's George. Guarded by Edwards. From downtown, Morris passes to George. 6 to shoot. It's blocked by Gobert. They recover it. Morris for 3. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
George against Edwards. Inside. Here's Towns. And another basket for Minnesota.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Town? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Pass to Leonard. Morris outside. Leonard with a screen on Town. And he lobs it up. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when the time is short because he can handle the pressure.
Edwards against George.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Woo. And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Count it!
Boy, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
Minnesota with the ball. Russell with the ball. There's the drive. Pass to Gobert. Launches a three. And no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. To the inside.
He connects! And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
The Clippers call timeout. They're losing by 2. 17 seconds left to play in the fourth. Your thoughts, guys?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
George outside. Morris, a screen on Edwards. George, no good. And he buries it.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. This was a hard-fought
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA. Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and can try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Hey, listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Paul. Morris with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's George. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
And that one's good, George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Paul. Over Wall. Offensive rebound.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Zubac's a screen on Bridges. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Wall.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Ball passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now here's Paul. Paul George grabs the miss. Puts the move on. Over in the corner, Zubac. Ball against Booker. Morris passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Bridges outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Leonard to the paint. The kick out to Wall. Back to Morris in the corner. George with it. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Suns.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shot on the wing. Bridges misses. Clippers leading by 4. Leonard the pass to Wall. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he was all over him. You just can't get all tangled up like that.
Ball looking over the floor. Phoenix no good that time either.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Morris into the lane. Outside for George. Wall wide open. No good on the three. Suns trail by 4. And here's Booker from the arc. Good on the triple.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
All with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
That one misses.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Morris outside. Back to George. The shot misses. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers ahead. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. DA, thank you. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Ball outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing from him.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Booker finds Paul. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
On the wing, George. High post shot, and it goes down 2 points. George has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
George against Booker. All up top. Shot from 6. Again, the miss by Paul.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And it's George finishing it off.
And George just so aggressive. When he's got that edge inside, he is looking to power it home.
Here's Paul. And the rejection by Zubac. One-on-one fast break. Leonard with the ball. Bridges covering. And that one's good. Leonard
just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And the wide open shot from Crowder hits it from three-point range. Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray into the dark side, right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Ball against Booker, and it's George finishing it off.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Paul passes to Ayton. Bridges outside. Shoots over Leonard. Offensive rebound. Ayton kicks to Booker. Over George. No good from Booker. Clippers leading by 7. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Ball outside. On the wing, Booker. Over George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
No fear from this young man. Booker will take any shot.
So he gets them both. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Wall, and the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Devin Booker. Leonard looking around. Paul George, he's been the guy making things. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now and if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Kennard in at the small forward. Here's the 3. It's good from long range. Kennard's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Covington kicks to Kennard. Covington a screen on Bridges. Kennard for 3. He doesn't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Ayton. Rebound by the Clippers. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Booker dishes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Batum a screen on Booker. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Paul. Suns trail by 8. Booker with no one around, and they recover it. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. In the corner, Kennard with it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Shamet. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And now it's only a 5-point Los Angeles lead. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
An all-around player. One of Batum's roles is to make the defense pay when they leave someone open.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Powell. He can't get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Payne with it. No points in the game yet for him. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Passes it to Kennard. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 10. Here's Craig. Crosses over. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Suns have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. Both free throws good from Craig. 1:12 left to play here in the third. Here's Kennard. 5 points in the game. Hits the three-point bomb. Kennard's got 8.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
And there's the pass to Shamet. Pass to Craig. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Tries from 10. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And taken away by Johnson. And now the Suns, a fast break, goes up. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Here's Shamet. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Batum's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Covington. Sharge grabs the board. Here's Shamet. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspiring. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Sharge and Johnson are on the block. Payne out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Craig in at the 3 spot. On the wing, Johnson shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got his 6th rebound on the night. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
First team foul.
That free throw good from Kennard. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Now Wall. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. The Clippers get another chance here. Morris finds Wall. Outside, George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Suns trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Paul. He trains the turnaround jump shot.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Outside, George. To the inside. The kick out to Wall. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Misses the layup. And for the Suns, they're shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. A nice shot by Booker.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
A shake. And the layup good by Wall.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Kicks it out to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Outside, George. Zubats with the screen for George. In the corner, it's Morris. Wall passes to George. The kick out to Wall. 2 on the clock. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Paul against Wall. Puts one up from 19. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. And Morris throws it down.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Paul against Wall. It's good. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Clippers leading by 12. In the corner, George with it. Over Booker. And it's George missing. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Booker, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
And it's Paul penetrating. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Clippers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for George.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Free throw line jump shot. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Good work there as it goes.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Hall. Rebound by the Clippers. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. George looking over the floor. There's the drive, and it's George finishing it off.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basket for the end. Always smart.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching.
A great way to finish the week strong. Friday, we've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at small forward.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Outside Wall. Here's Leonard. Good work defensively by Brooks.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
The quick feed of Moran. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Leonard with the ball. From outside the arc. Adams grabs the miss. First quarter of play, a minute in. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Paul George does a great job changing speeds right there, and that's a huge part of his athleticism. Takes it strong to the cup and just daring a defender to come at him. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
He rifled that one in from distance. Morant's got 5 now.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Here's Leonard. Outside Wall. Back to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. It's deflected. Pass to Brooks. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. And it's Morant missing. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
FBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Now here's Morris, inside. Zubac passes to Morris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And here's Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
A phase of his game that Ja's worked hard on. Morant's jumper becoming more and more reliable.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Back to Wall. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's Wall. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. On the wing, Bain. And he lobs it up to the rim. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
A minute 31 left in the first quarter. Wall on the attack. Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
There's the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Oh, and the dunk by George!
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe I love to see him get up.
From deep, Morant. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Oh, and the dunk by George!
Well, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin?
Morant against Wall. Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the dunk.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
George, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Outside Morant.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Morant. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Here's Leonard. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Memphis has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Bain into the lane. Outside for Brooks. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter, and there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Up top, Wall, pounded by Morant.
Hey, you want 3 reasons why Steven Adams is effective? Let me give them to you. Size, length, and athleticism.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Jackson. The Clippers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Bain, the pass to Morant. Now Brooks. It's stolen by Leonard. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Nice shot by George.
You see Paul George just focused that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. Brooks from outside. Here's Jackson with the tip. Leonard pulls down the board. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting just 27% in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul of the game. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. Do you see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Morant, stolen by Wall. And it's the Clippers on the break. And he's going for the lob. Leonard finds Zubac. Kicks it to George. Over Bain. George, good. George has got 10.
Was surveying the defense, and Paul George had enough room to get that one off.
Outside Bain. Pass to Adams. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. Tipped. On the wing, Bain. Wall covering. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Wall against Bain. Here's Brooks. Here's Morant, and he drives in, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Morris.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
And Morant drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
For 3, George. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Jackson. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
George passes to Zubac. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. And so it's Memphis now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end.
Put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
On the court for Memphis, John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark, then it's Green, and it's Williams in at the 4. Pass to Clark. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Jackson.
Reggie Jackson at the strike.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts. And those will be very loud points.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Kennard finds Powell. Batum with it. Can't hit that one. Good D by Clark.
Walking foul called on Reggie Jackson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Conchar, pass to Clark. Low block shot, and he connects with a jumper. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter.
Showing great poise. Passes up his own shot for something better.
And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Powell. And here's Batum. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside, Williams. Here's Conchar. And it's all from three-point range. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Kennard into the lane. Can't hit from in close.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Pass to Jones. Stolen by Jackson. And he lobs it up.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson, just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Jones in the post. Jackson on him. Williams from long range. On target from range. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And stolen by Green. Williams in the post. Defended by Jackson. With the second effort, Covington grabs the board. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And again, Memphis no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Jackson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
Outside Jones. Covington against Williams. Fires top of the key, and he makes it. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Jackson left side, and stolen by Green. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And Williams punches it home.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Jackson against Jones. And the shot goes down.
Batum knowing how to get to the rack.
51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. There's a screen. Pass to Conchar. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Conchar's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And Jackson, here we go. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
34 seconds left in the third. Jackson against Jones. Here's Conchar. Going inside. Back to Jones. Pass to Clark. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kennard.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Yep, that one goes. Morant's got 26.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Here's Powell. Drives to the hoop. Oh, Adams with the block. Right side Morant. To the middle. And stolen by Covington. And so it's Memphis up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've done well. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Memphis has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Kicks it to George. From deep. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Oh, man, Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking hopeless.
Moran against Wall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
And the jam by George.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
Now Morant. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers shooting just under 40% from the field. Wall, the pass to Morris. And here's Zubac outside. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Morant against Wall. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And here's Adams. Left side Bane. Jackson outside. 5 to shoot. From the wing. And they recover it.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
George, a deep 3. The Clippers rebound. Pass to Leonard. The 3. Here's Morris. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Bane, the pass to Morant. Nifty move on the take. And then Morant with the dunk.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
Paul George, 2 shots.
That's good from George. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Now you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
Wall against Morant. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Pass to Adams. Paul George pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Leonard. Morant grabs the miss. Morant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Zubac with the steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Morant, the pass to Adams. Now here's Jackson. George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Oh, and Adams, strong finish.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Now here's Morant. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. To the paint. Clock at 6. George with a steal. In transition, here they come. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Brooks finds Morant. From deep three-point range, the Clippers grab the miss. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night, a terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance.